This episode of The General's Gentleman is sponsored by Sorcerer King Rivals, a new 4X grand strategy game where heroes of might and magic and Age of Wonders meet civilizations. Build your cities, gather your armies, and grow your magic to stop the evil Sorcerer King.
Welcome to The General's Gentleman.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Company of Heroes 2, Kolodny, Firma, Winter. Players for today, Burmie as our USF.
And Momo4Sho as the Wehrmacht. I'm glad to see these guys back playing a bit more regularly since I almost said 2.2. That's the Ashes patch, which is coming out today. The March patch. Actually, you know what? I think that's kind of bad that they don't have a number. I think it's much easier to kind of market and talk about a patch when it has a number. You know, whether it's 0 hour 1.6, whether it's, I don't know, do they do that in Counter-Strike? You have like a patch number?
Yeah, but it's not really used as a
Right.
a patch number. I don't think people refer to it like as the patch number. Plus that would indicate some type of linear progression to Coh2's patching, and I think that would just be a lie that we would tell ourselves. So no, yeah, they do have patch numbers in Counter-Strike, but they're normally kind of based around operations. Like, they release an operation at the same time they release patch notes. This time they kind of did it differently. Counter-Strike just did a patch, but it was before the operation came out, with some changes. And they're normally very minor changes, so it's not really patches don't change a lot.
StarCraft does, League of Legends does, and it's always just been like the March patch, the June patch, but I forget what those patches were when I'm looking back, and I'm like, well, back in the March patch, I think. Anyway, not to worry. Momo playing pretty aggressively here over this northern house, not having much territory.
Certainly turning into a bit of a slugfest. Currently favouring Burmie. Love to see these base units like the Echelon being used as a stall out. So in this case, behind heavy cover, they're going to win the fight against the Grenadiers in the house, but they buy time. So stop the munitions cap, which is important against Wehrmacht.
And this is actually really important too. Control of this location. You get the house, you get the munitions. It opens up the northern side of the map. So I think delaying your territory cap in order to secure this part of the map is actually, a lot of times, it works out for the benefit.
Very tried and tested strategy on Kolodny Firma. So.
Nice wire.
Still, yeah, very nice.
Also, shout out to Mr. Smith. He fixed Ghost Wire. Like, he fixed it properly too. If you don't complete the wire, it'll time off after it's about 5 seconds of there being a squad not within vicinity. Something like that.
Yeah, so takes out the heavy cover. Very hard to assault the church. That's finished off. So good play from Burmie. He's currently expanding bottom side of the map here. Taking the fuel and the munitions. Main thing it leaves him vulnerable for is being cut off. We'll see if Momo4Sho decides to punish him here. Runs up, running the Grenadiers down the middle.
I tried to fix it with help of Mirage Flood, but his implementation wasn't as good. Basically, the way that Mirage Flood did it was that the wire or the sandbags would have effectively one health, until it's completed. Then it gets full health. But the problem with that though is you have some barbed wire or some sandbags, which is 99% done, and then someone comes along, just and just blows up in one shot while you're building it, which was quite frustrating. It's still better than exploiting Ghost Wire, but this implementation is, I think it's a much better way of doing it.
It's very clean. I like it. So you don't want to drop the Echelon, even if they are buying time at a church. Hopefully you do see a retreat.
A lot cleaner than this rear Echelon.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's going to lose. Oh, Jesus, Burmie.
What am I doing right now? Machine?
You're...
And I'm on the edge.
Oh, you're on the edge.
Standing right on the edge of the bed.
Actually, no. Not only were you on the edge of my bed physically, but you're also on the edge of like the framing on the webcam. Yeah. So that was, you definitely it made your point. Just as we may see Momo make his retreat on the edge again is Archon Hawk. Yeah, wow. I mean that's Momo's on the edge, so at least they're both on the edge.
This is, if I have to keep standing up all game, I'm going to get a real work out of my quads. I've already done my martial arts for today. Start retreating on time, guys. Save my poor heart and my my quads.
Oh, the Icon Hawk wire. We didn't quite wire it off properly.
Yeah. Did they have heavy cover? They didn't before.
Blake, come on.
Oh,
Get up. You're gonna have to fall over though. No, don't fall over because your headphones are still on your head.
Okay.
But take your headphone and then fall over now.
Okay.
And like, hurt yourself because. Yeah, that was a real-time simulation of that squad wipe there.
Yeah.
Very on the edge retreat, and he fell on his back, losing that squad rifle. And thanks, Blake. I'm a big fan of your work.
With my chin tucked in though, because it's a good break fall.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Did you do the thing?
I slapped my hands down. It was good. Had a good time. First squad write-up of the game goes to Momo4Sho. 1 rifle down. It's nice. It's very nice. Maybe going for an M20 now.
Okay, he's going for the M20. Momo, a little bit on the edge of his allocation of resources, having a bit flooded up. That being said, though, he's actually spending it okay, because he's going for his tier 2 now. He's probably going to have enough to go straight for a pack, which he'll need once he sees this M20. I don't think the LT's been revealed yet, and that's actually really nice to do that. I love it when players do that, is when they... Oh my god. Blake, I'm so sorry.
I don't want to, man.
That's fine. You've made your point.
I made a point. Joke's over.
It's only funny the first 3 times.
Yeah.
After that, it's just a bit weird.
Yeah, it is. These guys just don't retreat squads until late. I mean, I get it. I understand. There's no way the Grens complete this cap here. They will be forced off the point. That's all negative cover.
And that M20, Jesus. I wish the M20 got a nerf. Wouldn't that have been nice?
That'd be nice. What you mean with the rest of the light?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring this salt up like every time we cast. Is just, I don't know. I probably shouldn't, but I'm just too salty these
get away
days.
from the trigger.
These days, honestly. All right, so, oh, I didn't finish my. Did I finish my little rant about something? What was I gonna say? Well, yeah, when players when they don't reveal their lieutenant is when they get the lieutenant. They actually use it to cap, and what that does is it means that your opponent doesn't know if an M20 is coming. Whereas if you see the lieutenant, you kind of go, oh, I better get a pack now. Whereas normally, the majority of the time, players will go for the captain, which not only costs 10 more fuel, but it also, the Steward takes a lot longer to get.
Yeah.
So, and I think most Axis players will base their AT timing around the Steward,
yeah.
or even the M15. Because that's what you see the majority of the time.
With that being said, we already had 1 mine that I've seen placed by Momo. It is in the north, on the road.
The north?
No, further up.
Oh, really? Another one?
The top of the map.
Oh, wow,
yeah,
nice.
The top. Yeah, okay, the
2 mines.
teller's up there, so, yeah. The other one's an M20 mine, but yeah, the teller's up there.
Oh, wow.
So that's the teller.
Is that...
Yeah, that's Momo's teller.
Yeah, but is it the world's deepest teller? In the history of deep tellers?
It certainly could be. It's in a good position, right on the road there. M20 could certainly path over that, and the first M20 mine is going to be revealed and swept by these pioneers as well.
I've seen a few deep tellers in my days, but that one, I mean, it has to be top 10 deep tellers. We should make a montage, a deep teller.
Deep teller montage.
Yeah.
Dude, we've had a few. I'd be keen to do a deep teller montage.
And just like really hype it up.
Yeah.
There's like pioneers building some teller mines, and there's like dubstep playing. I still haven't done that Jackson fail montage number 2. Man, we haven't done the 0 out swag points. I've been neglecting all these big projects because I'm actually getting paid money to do things.
To be fair, we did record. We have recorded.
I have.
We want to redo it.
I have.
So, yeah.
Spoiler alert! There's like a clip of. I think it's 5 tanks. It's 2 Jacksons and 3 Shermans losing to a Command Panther. I shit you not. The Command Panther's caught out of position. It's like over here. I think it was over here, and then I gangbang it with 3 Shermans, 2 Jacksons. It goes over here, and then a Raketen starts firing, and then the Panzer headquarters 1v1s these Jacksons, and the Panther survives. And I'm just like, holy shit, Jacksons, why are you so trash? Why are you so trash, Jacksons? That's all I want to know, Blake. That's all I want to know.
That's the question you ask yourself.
Yeah, dude, that was not fun. I think it was after that game, I was just like, I'm not playing this game ever again. And it's kind of like when people get really drunk and they're really hungover and like, man, I am never drinking again. Yeah. So I kind of did for a little bit. But I still don't play this game that much anymore.
I still stick with my no Coh2 after 2 p.m. 2 a.m. No Coh2 after. Yeah, I have cutoffs for different games. League of Legends I'll play at
There's
any
no
time,
cutoff.
so there's no
Dude,
cutoff
you
for
can
League of
stream
Legends.
that with like zero
Yeah.
sleep and you still
Yeah.
carry scrubs,
Still
right?
fine. Yeah, oh yeah, easy man, easy. Pretty sure the first game in that I went like 0 deaths or something like that. It was nuts. And then I was like, yeah, I was on 4 hours sleep or something. But yeah, I do have cutoffs for certain games, depending on their difficulty. StarCraft 2 is like, man, if I didn't be in bed before like 9 p.m.
You
or
need to
something
have 8
like
hours sleep. You need to have like a,
Yeah.
a healthy breakfast to
Yeah.
play StarCraft. I think we should probably elaborate what we're referring to as the cutoff, because it probably isn't that clear what we actually mean by that.
So as in our cutoff is in we can't play a game past a certain point. It's like a bedtime but for video games. So yeah.
And to the reason why is because it requires so much mental energy and concentration that when it's 2 a.m. Blake no play Coh2.
Just can't do it.
Can't do it.
Yeah. And it certainly is after those experiences where you try and play at 2 a.m. and you just fail miserably. It's like, okay, I'll never do this again from this point on.
And they're the worst losses because it's just dumb shit. You're just like, I'm just losing all my squads for no reason. Wow. And then you just feel really bad. Oh my god. Speaking of losing squads for no reason, I can't do this, man. I can't keep casting this game when we see shit like that all the time. He's gonna wipe it too with his 2-2. Actually no, because the rifleman's there in position. Man, because he actually hit the wreck and it was clumped up around the corner there. If that was a wipe, I would have been so upset. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that particular one eventuated from when I was playing in a tournament and I'd been out for someone's birthday. So I get home and I play my game at like, it must have been, around like 2 a.m. or something like that. And I end up losing to bunker spam and I was just like, no!
Oh yeah,
no.
what was that for? Was that the...
I forget which tournament
it would have been a while ago,
yeah. World Championship, Balance, Championship, Series, Paint, War Paint, like, yeah, I don't know.
Was it War Paint?
No, it was a long time ago. It was ages ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I remember that because I was there watching you, I think.
Oh, no, I called you, like, I called you afterwards, like, completely triggered and, like, almost bursting into tears, having lost the game,
like,
so...
like, which one of your family members died?
Yeah.
It's like, I just bunker spam, man.
Bunker spam, man.
And I'm like, did you put a Ziscan? And you're like, no. I'm like, dude, you should have put a Ziscan.
Yeah. I did have, like, two SU-76s or something like that.
Yeah.
They were reckoned bunkers.
I'm sure you could 1v1 2014 Archon Hawk very, very easily.
Oh, yeah, I bet. Anyway, back to the game at hand. We have seen Captain Tech here from Burmie. He's gone for a pack house. A nice counter to the mortar we see out from Momo. He did go with the middle finger to the M20 build, where you don't go any AT other than the 222. Certainly enough to deal with it along with Faust, and now has the pack out in the field since Captain Tech has certainly arrived.
It's the passive aggressive kind of zoom. Like, I'm not going to call you out, I'm just going to zoom in on the pack and just make you look silly, but...
No, I knew. I was elaborating. I was continuing my conversation. I was aware of the pack, so that was quite... It has only just come out, so,
Yeah, the 222 is all you really need versus the M20. Apart from... Sometimes you see players get really fancy with their bazooka popping, if they go in houses and such.
It's also really good for Momo that the fighting's centric around the middle part of the map, and that M20 is all kinds of dead. No Faust? No Faust, really?
Yeah, no Faust.
Wow, that's surprising from Momo. 2 Gren squads there. That's the main engagement to watch, but we could see a wipe on this lieutenant.
No, he actually can vault that. And even the rifleman too.
Oh god.
Man, on the edge.
I'm lucky I didn't
2017.
I'm lucky I didn't really commit myself to standing on the edge of the bed every time. It's good.
Yeah, feels bad, man.
Is that teller revealed, or is there a sweeper just down a bit? There's the squad. Okay, nice. So the teller has actually been revealed.
I get so sad when deep mines get revealed like that. I feel like justice is not served when these mines don't win the game for you.
They deserve to, like, at 50 minutes find the last Jackson or something like that as it rolls out. Well, I mean, that's probably not very realistic, like anyone's actually going to
People
build
don't build
Jacksons, so, yeah. But, the last something.
The only people that build Jacksons are people that really hate themselves. Like, you know how people self-harm? I mean, it's kind of the same thing, right? You're doing it to inflict suffering on yourself. Whether it's for attention, whether it's for just wanting to feel something.
Also, just keep in mind, it is the best way of match fixing as well in Company of Heroes 2, because it looks like you're building tank destroyers. It looks like you're building tank destroyers, but in reality, you're actually throwing the game. So, It'll be really hard for us to spot if you ever want to fix a match. Very tough.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Won't charge you with anything.
Yeah, can't get a back ban for that.
See the upgrades churning through. Getting on board for Momo. A couple of these Grens upgraded. One to go. This has the P-Gren option as well.
We actually have a pack howitzer rather than the US mortar.
Yeah.
Was nerfed, less range, and a few other things.
So I said arguably better in the way this match is currently progressing in terms of its firing arc. So and just the pressure it's having against the garrisons as well. So
yeah, I think that
it's very busy.
Ooh, we almost blew up the telemine there with that pack howitzer. I think that the main reason you see pack howitzers is to make use of their extended range in order to barrage your opponent's mortar.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he lost an echelon squad there, but that's fine. It's an echelon squad. He's going to steal the 50 cal.
Worthwhile trade for sure.
Yeah, that's actually I'd take that. I'd lose the echelon to take an MG.
Yeah.
Oh, they 50 cal. He's going to wipe that.
Yeah, nice. Probably one of the. Is it changing? Yeah, nice. Good stuff. Did it pop the ammo?
It didn't.
Did,
Oh, it did.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
piercing. Cool.
Now, Momo, what he actually could have done there was lock in either his elite troops or his mobile defense, probably the elite troops, and use that Panzer tactician if he was quick enough for it. But he didn't, and that's fine. Maybe he wants to go for his lightning war.
Yeah, just keeping in mind, General Gentlemen recommend you only use echelon to lose the squad. We don't recommend you use a 3-man Fallschirmjäger squad to cap an MG34. So.
Oh god. Yeah, don't use Fallschirmjägers to capture weapons if they have 3 models.
Not a done thing. So victory points: 433 from Momo4Sho, 288 from my man Burmie. See this fantastic central VP control that Momo's had, and in addition to the fact that the top really hasn't been contested. It's been capped back and forth twice so far. That's essentially it. No fights in that area.
Squad of Rangers on the field. I like that. I feel like Rangers are quite underrated. They're certainly not the best squad in the game, and they're pretty expensive, but I feel like they can be a very good investment in that kind of mid to late game situation where you want to build a squad and you might as well build Rangers over Riflemen. Especially against LMG Grens in particular, you can just run up close to them. The Grenadiers can't do much. I'd say they're weaker against OKW.
Yeah.
You know, they have all those grenades, they have STGs.
Yeah.
Against P-Grens too, they're pretty good. Especially on a map where there's a lot of ambush locations, you can flank around hedges and those sort of things. You wouldn't want to go Rangers as much on Lungras, for example.
Certainly have a niche, that's for sure. Quite a relatively high CP game that we've seen so far, already up to 10 CPs for Burmie, 11 for Momo4Sho. I certainly understand the cavalry lock-in here for Burmie. Smoke's going to be nice, and call-ins tend to be good in a high CP game. Obviously getting to that 13 command points quite soon. We'll already has the fuel available for it.
I think he just lost a Gren squad. He's only got 2 Gren squads, so one of them went down. So Momo already having his Panzer IV. So he actually goes goes with lightning wall. I was just about to say I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for a second Panzer IV and then into the Tiger Ace because it costs 0 fuel.
How much fuel?
0 fuel.
How much?
0 fuel.
Ah, cool.
It doesn't cost 230 fuel.
Oh, it doesn't.
It does not cost 230 fuel.
Okay.
It's also Vet 3.
Does that mean I can just build lots of medium tanks and then go straight into a Tiger Ace without saving fuel?
Yes.
It's good to know. I like it. It does tend to be the ideal opportunity when you're not throwing away the medium tanks and you have the opportunity to go into a couple of them. It's certainly an excellent way to round out a composition going for that Tiger Ace if saving manpower is an option for you. With that being said, Momo might feel that it's better to round out his squad count here, just add on a few more, maybe another squad of P-Grens. We'll see how we go.
Okay, this is really clever from Momo. He's going for his Stug because he sees that he has basically 13 command points, seen the Rangers, there's no major tech, so it's pretty clear there's a Pershing coming. And even if you don't see the Rangers, you still generally can assume your opponent will go for Rangers, unless they have the M19s, but you'll probably see those a lot less now, because you only can single equip the M19s. Though that being said, you can still get a bar, so maybe not. Maybe you still see them. So yeah, this dude's gonna be good versus the Pershing, because Momo not having a lot of fuel, it'll take him a while to get this Tiger.
Certainly some way off it. Kind of stalling things out here as well.
Okay, that's not really how you want to be fighting Grenadiers. It doesn't even matter though.
That's the relief infantry.
I love that.
Yeah, it's good.
Not only do I like that because it's just nice to see, but also because it means that he won't be using the close air support. Just because I hate that ability so much. It's so broken.
It's actually very well timed. It's kind of 3 engagements at once, guaranteed to drop models.
Bam.
And already see this Austrian squad bang on the field. So yeah, good stuff.
And actually, when you're versing a Pershing, you really want to have 6-man squads. Whether it's you going for the Fusiliers, just having something a little bit more durable, you can run up to try and fire a Faust off. Doesn't matter if you lose a squad, and it's unlikely that you will anyway because it's 6-man, or just go for those aggressive caps. See if you can get a second one active. You probably can get a second one, unless Burmie really tries to deny him.
How long is it actually active for? Is it the full?
Pretty active.
Yeah, duration is actually 120 seconds.
Yeah, because it might actually have a cooldown as well. Like once that wears off. See, right now he's just losing Ostripen, which will cost him. I'm surprised he even retreated there rather than just staying and losing more Ostripen.
Yeah, does that apply as well? Does dropping the Ostripen squad that you just got from relief infantry and then dropping those Ostripen models actually count towards getting you Ostripen?
Yeah,
that's quite convoluted, but
they have the model.
icon, yeah.
Okay, so I think you can only get 2 squads. I'm pretty sure it caps out at 2. But he's got 2 Ostripen for his troubles, so that's pretty good. It's actually a really good use of 90 munitions. That is not an expensive ability.
Yeah.
I like that.
Obviously, the manpower coming from having to reinforce those squads. 4 Gren's worth of reinforcements. There's a bit of manpower cost there. But,
oh my god.
Oh wow, it's not capped out. Okay.
Okay, so I think when I said that, I think it's actually the conscripts that are capped at 2. Because the conscript, rapid conscription, I believe that's at 2. Ostripen's probably 3. Yeah, it's a recharging as well. But 3 Ostripen for 90 munitions. That is a good ability.
What's that? 12 Gren's worth of manpower as well, whatever that is. So yeah.
If they're 30, so if you're talking about, irregardless of squads, individual models would be 360 rather. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Gotta be happy about that. Nice way to, as I said, to round out that squad count.
So you just do this. You just go for a capture. I lost a model. I have to retreat. Okay, who cares? It's an Ostripen squad. It doesn't actually matter. Now you know where the MG is. It's free recon. OP.
More Faust, bro. And Faust that don't get wiped by the Pershing as well, which is positive.
That's what really annoys me about this commander and just other top meta commanders is not only do they have one ability, which is insanely good, the Tiger, they have another ability which is insanely good, the OP Strafe. They have another ability which is really good. Everything is good.
Yeah, there's nothing bad about Lightning Ball.
Even if you don't use the Tiger, it's still good. They do so many things. I feel like you should have to take a bit more consideration, and it just means this is why there's so many just bad commanders, because you have German infantry as a commander, and yet you don't actually get any bonuses. You don't get G43s with infantry company. I don't even know if you get this tactical. This is shit. Like the specific infantry commander abilities give you worse infantry specific bonuses compared to elite troops, which gives you the stun grenades, stormtroopers, G43s, and also a frickin' Tiger Ace, and also Panzer Tactician. And this is kind of similar too, because you have some sprint, Ostrippen, D43s.
A lot of well-designed commanders, you kind of miss out on something. I mean, you got call-ins, kind of utility, call-ins utility, and like a munition sink, like strafes or artillery, things like that. So you take a look at a guard motor, for example. I mean, like, you get good tanks, good utility with the marked target. You don't really have like really good munition sinks.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
You don't have like incendies on that commander, or you don't have IL-2s or anything like that. And you take another commander that has like cool-ins and doesn't have strafes, or has a lot of strafes. Like, I mean, even CAS, like, I mean, that doesn't have, you obviously give out cool-in tanks and a lot of utility, but you get a lot of strafes in return for that.
So, well, I like this smoke. Smokes off the bunker, allows him to cap the point. I don't know if that's the best example, because you're getting guards and T-34s and a marked target and a heavy mortar. It does too many things. Yeah, it does a lot of things, but you get the general idea that you should be giving up something in order to... Oh, Telemine! The world's most defensive teller, I suppose. Not really.
People can't decide if it wants to be in close or far away. It's decided on far away. I'm not sure if that's the best option here. It's still taking 8 shots. P4 is actually going to be wiped here. I feel like it should have gone in.
That was actually the HEVAP round. That's why he killed it. Still, he's going to be trading the P4 for the Pershing. Now, you'd think that's a good trade, but Burmie actually has a lot of resources, so it is still a good trade, I suppose. But he will actually have another Pershing pretty soon. He hasn't teched up either, so he doesn't have much choice.
We can now deploy a smoke screen to blind the enemy.
Yeah, I didn't see that teller.
Yeah, I'm sure there are better examples of what I'm trying to...
Well, it's really hard for us to think of one, and that's kind of an example of just most the commanders aren't very good, well designed.
Yeah.
I think, but I can probably even cast, like, I mean, that commander is quite frustrating, but it has a very coherent theme.
Yes.
You get air strafes, you strafe things, that's it. You get the recon drop, you get the strafe, you get the AT strafe, you get the dive bomb, you get the recon.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you get, and that's good because it's, not only is it thematically consistent, it's also it doesn't give you a Tiger as well as an OP strafe, and also you don't get stormtroopers as well and Panzer attack. Like it does that one thing. I mean, it doesn't have to be that way. Like I think also you could say that Feuersturm is a well-designed commander. It does give you different things. For example, you get a call-in tank, the Swag Panzer. You get that call-in Arty Barrage. You get like the Sturm Pioneer Flamers. But it's thematically consistent. Well, there is nothing thematically consistent about Lightning War. And so it has a lot of different things, but those things aren't OP. So I guess it's okay. So. I think you can be quite flexible in terms of how you design commanders, but thematically consistency is one thing, and yeah, don't make it give you everything unless those everythings are not particularly that strong.
The best of the everything.
Yeah. Like you get a strafe, but it's not a very good strafe, then that's fine. But if it's the best strafe and the best tank that Wehrmacht can get at least, yeah, that's when it does too many things, and it's kind of a no-brainer. It's it's no surprise that people use this commander every game. It's, when you design a commander that has these things, why would that surprise you? Anyway.
She's going to be flanked here. Double Ostroopen doing what a single Ostroopen could not. Say that the goal here should be to, force off the MG. Wow.
Yeah.
You're just watching the Ostroopen get like 1v1 with the Ostroopen crew? Yeah. The MG crew? Yeah.
I think it was actually a lot more the riflemen, but they weren't in cover there, so they're like the infantry sections where they do less damage or accuracy or whatever it is when they're not in cover.
Could have seen relief infantry pop there and get another squad.
So what I also like seeing from players is when they use their tanks incredibly aggressively against a lone squad because they know they can tank up one AT grenade. That being said though, he will get hit by the Pershing, allowing that nade to get the snare, and there's going to be a Stug and a pack moving in, but it may be too late. Enough unis here for that HEVAP round.
One more. Whoa! It's actually another version of the HEVAP that comes through from the side. The M1's going to be finishing this off. And the Pershing, I'm not sure if the Stug should take this engagement. He's a bit too close. The Pershing could go in on this. Yeah,
he couldn't actually fire through that. I think that tree was a shot blocker. He didn't actually fire through that, so yeah, that was unfortunate. But Momo is actually pretty close to getting his Tiger. And this relief infantry may not pay off. Because he actually is going to deny his strafe here. But maybe it's good guy Momo. Maybe he doesn't want to abuse just that batshit OP strafe. Hey, can't fault a guy for not wanting to use the OP things.
Yeah, I dig that. I certainly dig that. Although Ostrippin goes down, but we're on the infantry timer, so the Ostrippin squads are going to keep racking up here for Momo. They're not very useful, but really just mobile Faust at this stage of the game and scouting.
And also, he's actually ahead in VPs, and you know, maybe he wouldn't if he didn't have his Ostrippin. That being said, though, he doesn't have many squads left. As in combat squads. He's got a Grenadier squad, a Panzer Grenadier squad. He's versing Rangers, a Vet 3 rifles, and 250 cals. So the infantry game actually isn't looking too good here, and he's behind in PopCap.
Can you just select the Ostrippin for a second? So, I was just thinking how ridiculous it'd be if you get relief infantry to get Ostrippin, which could then upgrade with G43s or something.
Oh yeah, thank God for that.
It's like,
though
it's long-winded to call in a Panzer Fusilier squad, so...
They are pretty insane if you get them a weapon on them. It's pretty OP. Like, it actually is really OP, because just how cheap they are. And they're quite durable, too. I think there's also some crazy... no, I think even more than that. The reason why they're so OP, because basically their rifles suck. But then they get that bonus when they're in cover, which gives them better rate of fire to compensate. But that actually affects other weapons as well. So you get an LMG on your Ostrippin, and that LMG, which is the same as the Grenadier LMG, it then gets a bonus when they're in cover. So apart from veterancy, which they probably won't have, maybe they will later on in the game. But yeah, they actually do scale very, very well with weapon upgrades. So we couldn't actually do this because Relic didn't let us fix their game for them. Feels bad, man. But we do plan on preventing that weapon upgrade from only... we want to make it only affect the default rifle, so you don't get turbo LMGs on Ostrippin. I think that's what it is. I didn't know that until Smith told me. Smith knows the stats.
Yeah, he knows what's going on. That man is knowledge.
Unless it actually was snuck in as a bug fix. I could be wrong. There was a few things that we were kind of able to get included with the winter balance preview that were really balanced, but they were also kind of bugs. Like the sniper cloak thing, for example. Anyway, so there's two Stugs here. No, rather it's a Tiger and a Stug.
Yeah, just got caught in. Momo delaying his reinforcement for a little bit of time so he can get the Tiger on the field. Another way to deal with that Pershing, and quite a deadly tank combination, in fact. The Tiger takes up a lot of damage, and having the Stug as a backline means this Pershing can be in some serious trouble. Yeah,
it also means if you circle the Tiger, you're going to just get hit constantly. This is actually a bad fight here. Uses the target weak point on that Stug, and the Stug could even chase him down here.
Should be the smoke coming down. Yeah, good use from a Burmie to find some...
There's also this Vet 2 AT gun, which is very, very powerful here.
Stug takes an attack round through the smoke, doesn't find it. A Vet 2 AT gun could be setting up here. Tiger's going to be diving. Stug doesn't have vision, doesn't know where it's going. The Pershing's actually juked it.
AT gun actually not having the arc on this Tiger. He does get decrewed. That's very important. This is a fantastic play from Momo. He goes straight for the amber. I love that play. And he can actually take out this M1. He's going to maybe wipe this 50 cal. Even the pack house is vulnerable here. The Pintle and the Stug may get him. Wow.
Nice Tiger shot. We'll finish this one off.
Now, I think
these weapons can probably be wiped as well. The Pershing needs to be repaired, and there's only just now a squad of Echelon being built. Momo could close out this game right now if he knew what kind of condition the Pershing was in. Oh
wow, the Rangers actually survived that one. Actually, I think this very impressive restraint, because I feel like the majority of players in that situation would have gone ham. They would have gone, I must kill this Pershing, I must kill the Pershing. And then they would have left his weapon. That being said,
he
Momo
wants the weapons.
He's not actually, I think he wants to cap them actually.
Yeah, I mean, even if okay, destroying them now. The Ostrippin are ideal weapon cappers.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, very cheap. Pyres actually go down. So now he maybe just cut his losses and just blow up that 50 cal. Actually, it's recaptured. Okay, so that didn't quite go that well. If he just blew up his weapons straight away. But he wanted the cap, I suppose. So he tried to get the cap, didn't pay off. Pershing survives. I mean, it's overall, getting the ambos is a huge thing as well.
Great.
That's expensive. It delays his reinforcements, which slows him down. The manpower's a problem. He can't get his ammo. He needs to reinforce his squads. He needs to, reinforce his echelon, repair his Pershing. He's slowed down.
Yeah, there's a lot that Burmie needs to do, and he's taking this opportunity to find caps across the map. Hopefully goes up towards that northern VP, caps that one down, continues the VPs ticking in his favour, currently on 236 relative to the 209 of Burmie, so certainly still in the lead at the stage of the game. Squad of Pyos can be rebuilt here as well.
Oh yeah, no Pyos, wow. Also, Momo now having enough munitions for the strafe. That's going to be very useful. Oh, actually, not too bad with his healing. There are certainly worse situations there. Right. The calm before the storm.
Yeah.
Good time to have a sip of my Trocky milk.
Say the lull before the storm machine.
Yeah. Whatever.
The enemy has broken our supply lines.
Was that just recaptured, or was it had that for a while?
Not sure.
I mean, it's Vet 0, so he must have just recaptured it. Because it's three models, so it's generally a tell that it was recaptured recently.
Stalled by the rifleman, they will lose this engagement, however. Is that model bugged out? Okay, good. First throwing a grenade, I'm just like, man, I'm gonna be so triggered if there's no, if the animation is like...
Oh, that rifle grenade
exist.
bug? Yeah, where it's an insta rifle nade.
Yeah.
Oh man, I hate that so much, because you're waiting for it, and you can't possibly dodge it with Australian ping, because sometimes it bugs out, and the animation doesn't actually play. The rifle grenade just suddenly popped up out of nowhere, and there's no fuse, so you can't dodge it. Yeah, I hate that. Have I ever had a rant about how much I hate rifle grenades? Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Anyway, so still no ambo.
We're at 200 points.
Has a Zooks though. I like that.
Nice to see the repairing squads build up here for Burmie. Really, one of the things that delayed him was the fact that he just didn't have them.
Yeah, getting the Zookas,
preemptively.
the bazookas will also give him the veterancy pretty quickly. No, didn't we fix? Yeah, we fixed that. You actually get veterancy slower. Yeah. Well, you still get veterancy from weapons, but just not turbo fast.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because they can repair quicker. Yeah. Anyway.
Bundle should be denied here.
Oh,
yeah,
wow! 2 bazookas. Ostrippin's very, very happy about that. And that's the OP strafing run. Almost wipes the echelon. Almost wipes them a second time. 2 bazookas. Wow.
Gonna stick around for a while. Double bazooka. Ostrippin, very crucial squad to have. I would just retreat from there. You want those weapons.
Yeah, I don't want to drop them.
Wasn't actually a bad Stug accuracy push there. Punished the range to stop them from getting any more model wipes. That's cool. Dude, 3 Zooks, the dream.
Oh wow! You can't quite. Rangers actually have three weapon slots. Them and guards, I believe, are the only things that, have more than 2 weapon slots. I believe you will have a high chance to drop a weapon though with the Rangers because the Thompsons are a slot weapon that can't be dropped. The way the slot weapon works is the more weapons you have, the higher chance you have to drop them. Which is why guards use...
guards throwing them everywhere.
Yeah, so, the guard pinatas, as they were called. But we actually did... we adjusted guards. They drop weapons less likely now. So, because they had 4 weapons, they dropped them more than normal, but it's a bit more evened out now. There's actually another Zook.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Was it the rifle Zook, or...? The rifleman only had 2 models, but I think they retreated on 3, so maybe they dropped another one, I'm not sure.
Maybe it was the echelon.
Oh, they're gonna get it too.
Wow. Maybe it was the echelon that got hit by the strafing run. I'm not sure, I wasn't watching. So the Pershing is almost vet 2.
Tiger Stug combo still available. Momo with the VP leaders. It's, honestly, for me, it's looking good for Momo, especially with those Zooks now in the hands of the Ostrippin.
Yeah.
Only issue is kind of once Burmie has reinforced and stabilizes his manpower income, he will have an additional Pershing should he lose it. So it's not in a terrible position there in terms of his resources. I mean, does he go major here?
Well, it's the same with Momo actually. He has a lot of fuel banked up too. Yeah, he doesn't have his major, where there's already the tier 3 here for Momo. He's actually going in. Stug and the Tiger here. Pops the Blitzkrieg there. Is this too deep for the Pershing?
Yeah, he's going to take 2 more shots here from the Tiger, from the Stug. Takes a bazooka shot there as well.
Just got a report of an infantry unit.
I think he has vision here. That was the Tiger weak point.
Yeah.
How far will the Stug go?
He's gonna actually get tagged by some AT grenades here. The wrong... Man, this vision, it always has the wrong play. There we go.
Gotta get that double click on. Double click micro. Hey, this should be a point where the Stug backs out. Okay.
I think you have to like swap to player then swap back. Yeah, that was not a clever play. I don't know how he thought he was gonna get vision there, because the Pershing was, wasn't tagged by a Faust. If he was tagged by a Faust, then that would have been a good play, but there was no chance for him to actually get vision. So I don't know why he did that. Loses a Vet 2 Stug. That's actually pretty unfortunate.
So repair up this Tiger, and we see Mo actually going for an Oswin here, having anti-infantry issues.
Yeah, I like that, but without the Stug now, he's going to struggle a bit against this.
So could lose.
Pershing.
Actually retreating a 4-man Ostropin squad with a Zook.
Oh.
They're definitely going to drop more models though. Could lose the Zook here. No, lucky. Also, still 3 Zooks in the hands of Momo4Sho. 157 VPs compared to the 170 of Burmie. Certainly could help Momo split his pressure across multiple VPs. He doesn't have many squads that can trade against Vet 3 Rangers with Thompsons and a Zook even. So it's harder to send even the Pigrins. I mean, but a nade thing there, but cover who's charging. There's a lot of factors, I suppose, but it's hard for Momo at this stage to put pressure on multiple VPs to go for those side caps. The Osman will allow him to do so.
Oh, almost a wipe. This Pack Carrots has actually been doing some pretty good damage. I wonder if he'll use the white phosphorus. Can be good for denying VPs. Finally gets that ambo back.
Nice. Maybe it's just strapped for manpower.
I actually like how the ambo and the med bunker allow for base harassment to be viable. Because base harassment just isn't a thing in Company of Heroes, but it is against the ambo and the med bunker. Yeah, I mean it's a bit extreme for US because it dies very, very easily, whereas the med bunker is a bit better balanced because it's like 3 or 4 shots. And also US don't have mines unless you pick this commander, which is really annoying because you can't avoid it. You can't prevent someone from diving your base and killing your ambo unless you pay $5 to get this commander and then put mines down. Like
I don't know, it's munitions.
No, actually, infantry company's free. You get mines in that commander, but this commander is better because Pershing. Anyway, okay, Pershing has to deal with a lot of these bazookas. Oh man!
Wow. Get Ostropin, bro.
The double Zook Faust combo Tiger Pack.
There's 3 more bazooka shots coming in here. Yeah, oh wow, this is insane. There goes the Pershing.
Man.
That was nuts damage. That was nuts crazy damage.
See, that's kind of the thing with Ostropin, is they're a bit of a gamble, because if they get weapons, even regardless of that kind of exploit thing I mentioned earlier, just the fact that they're so cheap and so durable, they are really good. If you don't get weapons, then they're like pretty average, but they still have a lot of utility as a durable capping squad with a Faust.
Also entirely reliant on the pack howitzer to take down this bunker. There's no AT guns, and obviously with the Pershing down, it's a big problem.
Yeah, he doesn't want to invest in any more bazookas.
Yeah.
Don't want to give them more of them away.
You can micro the bunker, right? I mean, in terms of targeting, or?
I don't know, actually.
Not sure. I'm just so triggered from losing against bunkers that I just never build them anymore, but no.
Well, I like how the bunkers are done, because they're so easy to kill.
Yeah.
They're a very, very support thing.
Yeah.
Unlike things like Bow 4s and Panzer Headquarters. I think And the fighting position is the same. Is they're very niche.
Really good. Yeah.
And maybe the fighting position is a bit too niche. It's pretty hard to really make use of.
So I think it's really cool. Like the echelon grenades is like, I think that's really cool. I'm a big fan of echelon grenades.
It has some nice utility that you don't see very often, but when you do see it, it can be very tactical as a area deny kind of stall thing.
You remember actually on Polodny the fighting position in like here? It was like here with the echelon like firing. They were winning engagements in this whole area with the grenades. It's cool. That was good to see.
I'd say it's better versus OKW just because it's really easy to counter them with the mortars.
Yeah.
You can destroy a fighting position in a single mortar barrage, maybe 1.5. Whereas the bunker is a bit more durable in that regard.
So Burmie banking the manpower for another Pershing. The fuel isn't his issue here. It's the manpower. That's the problem. And needs to get another Pershing up and running. Judging from how this game is going, is that 1-2? No, that's not worth.
He actually has a squad here. Okay. Ooh,
right.
Oh man.
Right.
Momo realized his mistake there last minute too. He's gonna cap this up with his 6-man squad.
Echelon caps with 3-man worth. Ostripper with 2 bazookas not worth it.
Yeah, if he didn't have any bazookas, it may have been worth it. But either way, because he had that 6-man squad, obviously, that was the better thing to do. So yeah, Burmie's looking good here. Rather, Momo's looking good because he has just a lot of bazookas. Can't be underestimated.
And we probably won't see another Pershing this game. This should be the last one. Judging from how the game's gone so far, Burmie isn't going to have the opportunity to bank up that much manpower again, or we could just close the game out. So we should be seeing our last Pershing on the field despite Burmie's fuel position. This is a good rotation, good preemptive rotation from Momo.
Okay, a little bit out of angle is that Tiger. Oh, Vet 2 Tiger, what does that get? Extra range and accuracy. That's actually pretty important. You can kite away from that Pershing a little bit. Wipe squad's a bit easier.
Repairing in combat against a Pershing. Interesting choice, Pioneers.
Yeah, those Vet 3 Pigarens doing some good work.
A lot of ways to deal with this infantry base AT now the Ostwind is on the field. Bit different to the Tiger Stoop combo, obviously. It's forcing off the Pershing. This is more focused around forcing off that infantry-based AT. Here comes the Pershing, though.
Only losing 4 Pioneers.
Yeah. Count yourself lucky that you only lose 4 Pioneers in that situation.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Yeah, repairing in combat's bad. Not only is there stat bonuses, receive damage and such, but also they're very clumped up. The AoE centralizes the shell, makes it very consistent. Well, loses another echelon squad. There's no more repairs.
No more repairs. This Pershing can certainly be punished. There's a Blitzkrieg coming out from the Tiger. It's pretty much full health thanks to the Pyro repairs. It's probably going to walk out of here safely. The Tiger is on the road. It actually gets one more shot off. And there is the abandon.
Yeah, that's his last shot. He wouldn't have got a second one off there. There's no mines actually as well. Burmie should have been putting mines. At least just a mine here. Could have made a big difference if that Tiger kept chasing. If he missed that last shot or bounced it. Yeah, GG. Well played. I love Momo how he used this Ostrupen. Don't see it very often, and 90 munitions. It is not an expensive ability. And you get 3 squads. That's crazy.
It really is rare how many times we've seen relief infantry, despite how much we, especially considering how much we see lightning war. We've seen lightning war so much pre-patch, and even now we're seeing it after the patch. Still very strong. We just don't see the relief infantry used much. If anything, we see tactical movement used more than that. A lot more.
Yeah, I think it's a mental block. Is you don't want to admit yourself, I'm going to lose 7 models. You often, because it requires foresight. You have to use it with good timing, because you don't want to pop it and then not get anything with it. You have to lose several models. So I like it in that regard, that it does require not only foresight, but also you have to kind of play around it. You have to look for those engagements when it's active. But yeah, GG, well played to Momo. Takes this game, kills 3 Pershings. That's not bad.
Yeah. A
lot of people struggle to kill 1 Pershing. In some situations, it's very difficult.
Certainly a good count, good composition. Not bad from Burmie though. Pretty good, pretty good. Nice use of the smoke, the off-map smoke as well. It's quite well played. Very enjoyable game. Thank you for joining us.